Hi everyone, I'm David from David O Yoga, and welcome to day 17 of your 30-day yoga challenge. Today is all about helping you reconnect with inspiration and excitement for life, for being alive. But in order to feel that, the ancient sages and the rishis who created yoga, they were very wise. They knew that in order to feel inspired, we need a body that is thriving, that is strong, that is energized and flexible. So today I've got a fun, energizing flow that will supercharge your whole body so that your heart can shine. Let's begin in a nice, comfortable seat. So you can sit in any position that helps you feel grounded and relaxed. With a nice tall spine, lift up through the crown of your head, and let the shoulders melt away from the ears. And we'll sit for a few moments with our breath, working with a mudra to help us deepen into our practice. And the mudra we're working with today is called Dharma Chakra Mudra. And I'll talk a little bit about the qualities and the purpose of the mudra once we get into it. But to make the mudra, it's very simple. You make a little circle with both hands, index fingers and thumbs touch. And then you bring the tips of the joined fingers together, and you hold that shape in front of your heart. And then you rotate the left hand so that the left palm faces towards you and the right palm faces away. Now, sometimes I see people making this and they're trying to angle everything just perfect and they're straining. No, just relax. The left palm generally kind of sort of faces your heart and the right palm faces away. That's good enough. And relax into it. Close your eyes. Begin to breathe in through the nose and out through your nose. Bring an awareness to the crown of your head and soften and relax from the crown across your scalp to your brow and your forehead. Now, if your arms start to feel tired here, just invite a relaxation through the arms and the shoulders. And see if you can soften and let go of tension so that you almost feel that the mudra is floating in front of your heart. Relax your eyes and your cheeks, your jaw. So Dharma Chakra Mudra helps to illuminate our path so that we can see more clearly who we really are and what makes us really happy. And with that clearer vision of ourselves, we can reconnect more to inspiration and excitement about the amazing possibilities for our life. Let's just sit with that for a few more moments, breathing in big full breaths and exhaling tension and resistance. Let each exhale help you to soften and let go even more. And now let's say a silent mantra to ourselves. I am willing to let go of the old stories about what I can and cannot do. Stories about how I compare with others and how I don't measure up. And I open myself to a deeper truth, that I am capable and powerful and beautiful beyond even my own imagination. And because my mind cannot imagine these things, I call upon my heart to lead me. Let's sit for a few more moments, eyes closed, and allow whatever arises within you, around you. Let yourself be fully present right here. Exhale. Blink your eyes slowly open. Let the hands fall down. All right. Let's move into butterfly pose. So bring the soles of the feet together and then scoot the heels forward so that the hips feel relaxed here. So you're kind of making a diamond shape with the legs. And then thumbs to the big toe mounds. Just slowly fold forward and allow the upper back to round gently here. And let each breath help you find a little bit more space. So the upper back is rounding softly, gently, and let the weight of your head draw down. And so this rounding is a wonderful decompression for the low back. We're also working into a stretch in the inner thighs and the outer hips as we come deeper. And continue to let your upper body fold slowly, softly. Upper back continues to round. The head hangs heavy. Just let yourself surrender. Nothing to do here except breathe and allow gravity to do some magic. As you inhale, slowly rise. That feels good in the low back. Let's come to altar pose. So hands and feet to the mat, knees bent. Press and lift your hips. Let your head fall back. Great big breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Lower your sit bones and come all the way to your back for a little bit of a figure four, reclined pigeon. So left ankle to the right thigh, flex that right or left foot and draw the right knee in. You can interlace the hands behind the right hamstring or in front of the right shin. Close your eyes. And as you exhale, let the shoulders and the whole spine, the middle of the back, all the way down to the sacrum, find its way to the mat. Breathe. It's a really lovely way to open up the hips. Get a little more space in the whole midsection. Exhale, release the hands. Let's switch it up. Right ankle to the left thigh. Flex the right foot and draw that left knee gently in. Again, close your eyes and let yourself relax into it. So our practice, especially in the beginning, is all about listening to the body. We want to let go of our natural inclination to strive and to push and to work and just listen. And we find that the body is very wise. It knows a lot of what the mind does not know. Exhale, release the hands. Draw both knees into your chest. Begin to rock and roll up and down, forward and back. Rocking yourself up to a seat. Sweep the legs behind you. And let's find tabletop. And from tabletop, curl the toes. Lift the hips. Push right back to downward dog. Take a few breaths here in downward dog. So feet are hip distance apart. Hands are shoulder width. Wrap the elbows in. And as you pedal the feet, bring the heels down and feel that stretch in the back lines of the legs. And now coming to stillness, dip the hips and heels over toward the right and feel that stretch up the left side of the body. And then hips and heels over toward the left. And now as you dip toward the right, reach your left hand up to the sky and lift from the bottom hip all the way through the left fingertips. Exhale, dip the bottom hip and reach back. And inhale, lift the hips and arc that left hand all the way over and down back to downward dog. And let's dip it to the other side. Inhale, lift the bottom hip up through the right fingertips. Exhale, reach back as you dip the hip. Inhale, lift the hips and sweep all the way around back to downward dog. One more time each side. Dipping to the right, lifting up to the sky. Dipping down, reaching back. And inhale, sweep it all the way around forward. Downward dog, one more side, dip it to the left, reach the hands to the sky, dip the hips down and reach back, and inhale, reach up and over to downward dog. Nice, great big breath in, open mouth, exhale, As you inhale, feet together, take your right heel to the sky. Bend the knee, stack the hips wide open here, and slowly bring the right knee to the top of the right tricep. Pause and hold, wrap the elbows in. Inhale, take the heel back up to the sky. Knee to the nose and squeeze the knee into the chest as you shift forward into plank, but keep the knee lifted. And now step through between your hands, bring the back knee down, and reach both hands up to the sky, Anjaneyasana. Right hand grabs the left wrist and reach up and over to the right for a big side body stretch. Inhale, reach up to the sky, big breath. And as you exhale, bow off the left corner of your mat and swivel the back knee so the toes face off the right side of your mat. And then sink your hips toward that back heel and just let the upper body take a bow here. Oh, this is nice, right? It's a nice stretch into the right hip. We're again decompressing the spine and the low back. Really good. Keeping the back knee in place, inhale, rise, extend the right leg long and turn the toes in. Bring the left hand to the mat and take your right hand up and over. Lift the right leg as high as you can, long straight line from fingertips to toes. And then let's pulse that right leg up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and hold, reach, breathe. And now bend into the right knee, grab the right ankle and kick the foot into the hand. Press the heart forward, draw the shoulder blades in to the spine, open the heart. Exhale, release the foot, coming back to that long straight line, reach, breathe, and slowly bring the foot down and the right hand down, and step the left foot back, so plank pose facing the back of the mat. Now you might not be able to see me here, but you can hear me, so listen to the cues. Draw the navel in, lower your butt so the spine gets nice and long, and wrap the elbows in, more weight to the index fingers and thumbs. Keeping that strong core shape, come down to the forearms and the elbows for forearm plank. Yes, good old forearm plank. It serves us well. Now, cat the upper back a little bit. Press into the elbows and forearms so the upper back domes and rounds, and draw the navel in. Feel that scrunching feeling in the core. Keeping that shape, inhale, press up, plank pose, and then slow as you can, lower all the way down to your belly, marinating in that negative resistance as we come down. Nice. Untuck the toes, slide the hands back, cobra pose, push the heart forward, and exhale, slowly lower. Sink your hips to your heels, child's pose. As you inhale, come forward, tabletop, curl the toes, lift the hips, downward dog facing the back of the mat. Feet together. Take your right heel to the sky, and then slowly walk your hands back to the standing foot, standing split at the back of the mat. Lift the right heel, dip the right hip so the hips are square to the mat here. And then option, you can play with balance, binding that standing ankle with one hand or maybe both hands. If you fall over, it's okay. You just come back, right? And then the hands come down and slowly bring the right foot down to the outside of the left foot so the pinky toe edges of the feet meet. And then fold over this cross-leg pattern here. So we're stretching into the right hamstring. Now, if you're prone to hyperextension, give a little micro bend in that right knee. Keeping the feet as they are, slowly rise. Waving up the spine, up to standing, reach your hands to the sky, and lift the heels, again, keeping the feet crossed. Now, without moving your feet, can you simply pivot around to the right, pirouette, and bring the heels down? Nice. If you want to try that a couple times, go for it. It's fun. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Exhale, fold, and empty the breath. Halfway lift. It's important to be silly and have fun. Step back, plank pose. Slowly, slowly lower to halfway or all the way. So it's your choice here, upward dog or cobra. Lift the heart, shoulders back. Exhale, lift the hips and push back, downward dog. Nice. Feet together. Take your left heel to the sky, nice and high. Bend the knee, stack the hips wide open. Slowly left knee to the top of the left tricep. Pause and hold. Inhale, take the heel back up to the sky, nice and high. Knee to nose, squeeze it in. Wrap the elbows in, shift forward, keep hugging the knee. and step through between your hands. Back knee comes down, reach your hands up to the sky, Anjane. Left hand grabs the right wrist. Let's take it up and over. Big side body stretch. And as you inhale, reach up to the sky, release the wrist. And exhale, hands come down. We bow off the right corner of the mat. Swivel the back knee so the toes face off the left side of the mat. And sink your hips toward that back heel. Bow. Breathe into all the places you feel sensation. Allow yourself to feel a sense of gratitude for the miracle of your body, all the amazing things it can do. Keeping the back knee in place, inhale, rise up, extend that left leg, long turn the toes in, right hand to the mat, and take your left hand up and over, lift the left leg as high as you can. So we're working the abductor muscles of the outer hip here. Good stuff. Now let's pulse it up for 5, 4, 3, lifting the leg, 2, 1, lift and hold, breathe, stretch. Bend the left knee, grab the left ankle, push the heart forward, shoulder blades push into the spine. Feel the heart opening nice and bright. Release that left foot and come back to this long straight line of energy. And slowly bring the left foot and the left hand down. Step the right foot back, plank pose, facing the back of your mat. Holding plank, let's come down to the forearms and elbows for forearm plank. Again, engage the core here. Draw the navel in. Slightly cat the upper back as you press into the elbows and the forearms. And now lift the tailbone and begin to walk the toes in for dolphin plank. So you're walking the toes in so the legs assume a downward dog position, but you're on your forearms and your elbows. Press a lot into the palms, the finger pads, the forearms and the elbows, and wrap the elbows in so that the upper back broadens a little bit. I know this might not be the most comfortable position, but it is good for you. Full body strength. Now, slowly walk the feet back to forearm plank. Lower your butt nice and low. Engage the core. Inhale, press up plank pose. And your choice here, lower all the way or halfway, upward dog or cobra. Heart lifts. And let's take it back to downward dog, either through a child's pose or simply lift the hips. Nice work. Feet together, inhale, take the left heel to the sky, nice and high, and we slowly walk the hands back to that standing foot for a standing split at the back of the mat. As you lift the left heel, dip the left hip to level it out. And again, option to play with a little balance work here, binding the standing ankle with one or both hands. This is great hip work. We're strengthening the hip extenders, working the glutes. Hands come down. Slowly bring that left foot to the outside of the right foot. Pinky toe edges meet. And take a bow. Feel that nice stretch along the back line of the left hammy, the IT band. And again, if you're prone to hyperextension, a little bit of micro bend in that left leg. Keeping the feet exactly where they are. Wave up the spine to a standing position. Reach your hands to the sky. Lift the heels, and then let's try that little pirouette move once again. Rotate on the balls of the feet all the way around to the left. Ta-da! Beautiful. Big breath, reach up. Exhale, swan dive, and empty it out. Halfway lift. Step back, plank pose. One final vinyasa. Your choice here. Halfway or all the way down. Upward dog or cobra. And as you exhale, lift the hips and push back, downward dog. Beautiful work. Big breath. Let's let it all go together. Come down to the knees. And sink the hips back to the heels. Child's pose. Couple breaths here. Slow it down. Feel into the earth, forehead, the finger pads, the knees and the toes. And slowly sit back to your heels. Sweep your legs around in front. And let's take butterfly once again here, because it felt so good in the beginning. Soles of feet together. Again, the heels scoot forward so that the hips are relaxed. Thumbs come to the big toe mounds and then just slowly fold, allowing the upper back to round a little bit. So it's the weight of your head and the rounding of the upper back that causes a really sweet decompression of the low back. And avoid pulling or forcing, just allow and see how incredibly effective gravity can be and your willingness to let go. It's more about energy than strength. Just breathe. Inhale, slowly rise. Keep the left foot in, extend the right leg long, sole of the left foot inside the right thigh. Janu Shirshasana. Big breath, reach tall. And exhale, fold forward. Again, let's take it nice and easy here. Reach your heart forward. A slight internal rotation of the extended leg, the right leg. So the knee turns inward just a little bit. And then press the outside of the left thigh to the mat to deepen into your hip opening. Inhale, slowly rise. Left hand to the mat and right hand to the sky. Sweep it up and over, a great big reach. And exhale, slowly come down. Let's do the other side. Left leg extends and the right leg comes in. Big breath, reach. And exhale, fold forward. Same ideas on this side. Internally rotate the left leg and press the outside of the right thigh down. And notice those little nuances, right? When I first started practicing for years, I would just let those cues kind of go on by. But there's real power in the little subtle details. So let yourself play with that. Inhale, rise up. Right hand to the mat, left fingers to the sky. Sweep it up and over, stargazer, reach. Press into the left toes, reach through the left fingertips, big breath. Exhale, lower it down. And now, friends, we come slowly to our backs for some sweet rest in shavasana. Good work. Asato ma satgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrityurma amritam gamaya. Om Namo Namah. Asato ma satgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrityurma amritam gamaya. Begin to bring some movement to your fingers and your toes, your wrists and your ankles. As you inhale, reach your hands overhead in a great big stretch. Exhale, draw knees into your chest. Roll to your right side. Press yourself up to a seat at the top of your mat. Bring palms to your heart. Relax your shoulders. And let's end with Dharma Chakra Mudra. So make that little circle with the index finger and thumb tips touching, and then bring the tips of the joined fingers together. And rotate the left hand so the left palm faces you and the right palm faces away. And hold the mudra at your heart. You are capable and powerful and beautiful beyond even your wildest imagination. We all are. May this practice open us up to that experience, to that truth, and may we feel inspired and excited about the possibilities for our life. Big breath in. Bring the palms together and raise your thumb knuckles to the point between your brow. We bow to one another in light and in love. Namaste. Thank you so much. Have a great day. If you enjoyed this practice, please click the subscribe button, ring the notification bell. It really supports me and it supports this channel, and I appreciate it. If you are feeling like you want to keep this practice going with a little bit more cool down and rest, then click the restorative practice next to me and you'll get just that.